So first show we were gonna play, it was gonna be some random bar in Indiana. I didn't really know what to expect, and it was the first time really I kind of got up on a stage, played in front of people. I was excited though, really excited. And the closer we got, the more like nerves I felt, you know. Started feeling in my stomach, traveled up to my chest, then it was all up in my brain. Kind of sweating on the way there. I was like practicing the songs that we were gonna play. We had like an hour set list that we were gonna do. We got in there, started setting up, and I realized that it was pretty empty. You know, the bar was pretty empty. There was like 5 people. But we got up there, started playing, and immediately I just like shifted. My dad was the drummer, you know, so he was in the back, and I immediately just like shifted to him and just like started playing in front of him. And he was just like playing. He starts cracking up. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Face the audience. Why are you looking at me?" And I'm just like super nervous. Just did not want to look at these 5 people in the audience, you know. And I just couldn't do it. So I just pretended like not to hear what my dad was saying, you know, to turn around. And I just like kept going, kept playing. I did the whole show like that. Just like the audience just saw like the side of my probably like the back of my head, you know. And you know, but after it was over, I just felt like this wave of relief and big endorphin rush.
And so I just distinctly remember specifically through like speech and debate in high school, and like these real arenas where I was faced with crowds of lots of people. Being on a stage and just having the light shine in my eyes, and being able to see some people in the crowd and not being able to see other people in the crowd, and just being like extraordinarily nervous. And swallowing, focusing, taking a deep breath, and thinking to myself, we can do this, we've done this a million times. It'll be okay, you're not gonna die, although you might want to. And I just let go, and I feel like the whole time I was going through the performance process, I kind of like blacked out, you know what I mean, where everything else just kind of melted away, and it was just me with this enormous fear, just being scared and having nothing else to do but to face it, because there was no way out of the situation. Like I'm there, it's happening. And I remember coming out of that performance with this feel, sweating bullets. Can't believe I'm still alive, shaking to my core, but it was certainly a feeling, this feeling of overcoming. This thing that had such a power over me, that was in the midst of my shakes, in the midst of my sweat, such a relief. And I'll never forget how that made me feel, because it definitely set the pace for how I would face that fear. For what became the rest of my life.
So it's like my heart rate speeds up. I can feel my heart rate just speed up. And when that happens, I can feel like the heat in my face just like build up. And so I would say like between the heart rate and the heat in my face and my body, like those are generally like the 2 things that really happen to me when I feel nervous. Like I remember one time last year, me and some friends, we went to perform at like this indoor church, and I remember just like feeling so tense, like my body just feeling really tense in front of all these people. And I'm like sitting next to like these really great vocalists and like a great bassist and percussionist, and just like feeling like, oh my god, I'm doing the lead on this, like what am I doing? And I even remember like missing the beginning of the song, and like having to like wait for like, you know, the chord progression to go again to just like start singing. But I felt so nervous, and I knew that I had messed up like multiple times throughout that performance, and so when we stopped performing, I just like, my body just felt like super hot and like super tense, and like all I could think about was like, oh my god, I want to get out of here, like I want to get out of here. And I felt super just like anxious But I couldn't leave at that moment, right? Because we were all still there at the event. So I just kind of like stuck around and felt that way until, you know, I got home and was able to like unwind. The biggest thing is just learning how to move through those moments of feeling like you've made a mistake, and like recognizing feelings of like being exposed or embarrassed or afraid, and like recognizing that those are legit feelings and totally valid, but that we are able as humans to grow and expand and move through them and like not let them stop us.